Jonathan Kasdan reveals some behind-the-scenes solo secrets. And then we have our exclusive interview with Emperor Sheev Palpatine. Next on Chatter Squadron.
Welcome back to Chatter Squadron, the show we all came up with the name of, right?
Oh, a painstaking 2 hours of...
Take the pain.
What do we
More
do?
painstaking.
More than 2 hours.
We're going, by the way.
I guess that's a good way to come in. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Chatter Squadron, your weekly dose of Star Wars fun and positivity. My name is Tyler Buck, sat across from Mike Calhoun and Johnny Trowbridge. As always,
Capitan.
Chatter Squadron,
El Capitan.
the name that we came up with over a painstaking thing of several hours.
Yeah, it was a long meeting,
There
but
were-
fruitful.
It was a board meeting. We had one of those huge boardrooms with like
Yeah.
long
50
table.
chairs, and like I was at one end and you were the other one, and they're like, pass the documents. And
That's
then-
what took
and then
it so long, was
yeah.
mostly just passing
the
documents.
Passing the documents.
And then we made Calhoun run between us.
Chatter Squadron was actually the first name that we came up with. It was just...
It
He'd be
took so long.
He'd like
yeah.
you to sign here, and you'd sign it, and then Calhoun would,
Yep.
he signed it, and then you'd hand it to me.
And then by then, Tyler had forgotten what he had proposed, so
Right.
I had to remind him.
I don't know who proposed Chatter Squadron.
I don't. It was like
It was a blur.
it really is a blur.
I remember Banter Legion was between Chatter Squadron or Banter Legion.
I'm glad it wasn't Banter Legion.
Yeah,
Me
the
too.
old BL.
Let's keep it on the BL.
Banter just sounds too much like Bantha. I think that's the argument I had against it.
It was, yeah.
For some reason, the word banter made me think of Bantha. And, I mean,
And
to be
everyone
honest,
hates
that's not
banthas.
the... Yeah, we all hate banthas and banter.
Worst animal.
We don't
Right.
have any banter on this show.
Never. How was your week, guys? Johnny, how was your week? How is it going?
It
what
was
was going on?
It was just not great, actually.
Really?
My
Uh-oh.
tire popped, and
Yeah.
I ate.
You ate it.
I ate expired medicine and got very sick.
Oh
and had
my
to stay home
God.
from work. I went to get 2 ibuprofen that were 5 years old.
5 years
Whoa.
old? Wait, this was work ibuprofen.
Work ibuprofen.
That's awful.
They just kept up in the calendar. They're like, "Oh, there's some ibuprofen over there." And I was
Oh
like,
my gosh.
ate it, and then within like 3 hours, I was like, "I can't be here." And it wasn't like constipation or anything. It was just like
Pain.
like someone was like stabbing me.
Oh my
Wow.
It
gosh.
was real bad.
Huh.
That's awful. Well, I'm sorry that happened to you.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
Maybe
I
that's
was
what you're-
I better the next day. So
We were doing a little yoga off mic
Yes, we were.
to start off our show, and you seem to be in great pain in the abdominal region. Maybe
Just
it's
my
left-
back. It's my back.
Oh, it's your back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Different thing.
The abdominals have been stretched before we came on this show.
That's right.
You can tell by the booming of our voices.
Yeah.
As you can
Yeah,
tell,
it
yeah.
cleared out our lungs.
My depth of voice, my elocution.
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 Like the elocution chair.
Yes.
That's how they used it. How about you, Calhoun?
I've been all right. I told you guys that I went to a masseuse yesterday.
Yeah.
When I got home from work. And I was just having horrible... We're all in pain here. I was having horrible shoulder and neck pain. And I thought, you know what? I've had enough of this. I'm just going to go to a masseuse. I've never had a massage before. And
Like
while,
a professional massage.
Right.
Or just no one has ever touched your back.
I wouldn't consider those massages. I'd consider those attempts, I guess.
Wow.
What?
He's really dogging on the people that have attempted to give him massages before.
Not a lot of people have offered or executed a good massage.
He's just a little bit snobby about who gives him massages.
Yeah, that's exactly
That
what
was
it is.
subpar, William.
They have to get dressed in a
Your friend William.
tuxedo
Yeah.
with tails.
Yes.
And then they
They have to be a doctor, so
they
it's
have to put
Doctor Masseuse.
Yeah, Dr. Masseuse.
Right.
They
And-
got to put on their white gloves, and then they have to
Be a
They
cat.
got a
and they have
doctorate.
to be a cat, exactly. And then
They got a doctorate in studying masseusery.
they have to They have to tell me poems as they're going, and
There has to be
One crack, two crack, three crack back.
has to be Bach playing in the background.
yes.
All right. So how was it?
It was not fruitful. Well, I mean, the 90 minutes that it lasted was great, but afterwards my pain returned. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll probably just die.
So apparently you still have yet to have a real massage because that was also attempted a massage, or
No, it was a good massage. I mean, the rest of my body felt great. It's just the pain in my back and neck did not go away.
interesting.
At least it went away for a brief time.
You know, I dealt with a lot of pain this week too. I've wanted popcorn
Yeah.
this entire week.
Okay,
Yeah.
and did you achieve getting this popcorn?
Let me start off from last week's episode.
Oh, okay.
A specific person named Luke Kirk, who commented on the Star Wars Hub last week, did a GIF of Moss from IT Crowd eating popcorn. And ever since then, I've wanted popcorn.
Yeah.
And the chronicle of me trying to find popcorn because I just would forget. I mean, Calhoun knows. We were on the
Yeah.
phone,
Yeah,
and I
when
was
you were
about
getting
to
the popcorn.
leave Giant Eagle after not buying popcorn again, and I went back into Giant Eagle to just buy popcorn.
I heard him check out, and like he was like, "Hang on, I'm in the checkout," and it took a few minutes, and then I heard more beeping and like the cart going. Still, I was like, "What's the deal with this?" He's like, "I'm going to get popcorn." I forgot.
Yep.
Get it?
yeah, I got it. And let me tell you, I had popcorn last night. It's pretty good.
Oh,
Did you kettle
good.
corn?
No, just popcorn. man.
Oh, heathen.
Movie style. Kettle corn over normal popcorn?
Yes.
I'm with Johnny on this one.
Yeah, kettle corn is
I don't like
amazing.
popcorn. Kettle
Well-
corn is amazing.
Kettle corn is amazing, but listen, popcorn, it's an American standby.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that kettle corn isn't better.
Kettle corn is like a ye old American standby.
And
Yes.
we are
we
ye
are
old.
ye old.
wow, there's ye old into them hills.
Yes.
All right, so
My uncle has a sill on a hill, and he just makes kettle corn in it.
You're still
his
Dr.
mill.
Seussing right now.
Oh no!
a sill on a hill, and he has a kettle corn mill.
I ate a rotten pill.
You did a rotten pill.
Goodness.
I kind of wish that medicine would go bad like food.
It does.
So no. I mean like visually.
That's the point of my story. was that
Visually,
went
it
bad.
would go like it had like heat sores.
There's mold on this.
Yeah. There's like flies flying.
It's like
Oh, this-
white and puffy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or what if the pills stayed the same, but yeah, flies and stuff were attracted to it?
Oh man.
Oh, yeah. Hey.
A fly on painkillers is just like floating real low to the ground.
So yeah, I mean, we've all had a pretty rough week. I mean,
Yeah.
I understand that my week might have topped your guys's.
Yeah,
but
yours was particularly suffering. Yeah.
yeah. Are you all right though, Johnny? Now you're all good.
What is all right? Continue.
Okay. So Joe Kasdan, who is Lawrence Kasdan's son, he wrote Solo, a Star Wars story. He co-wrote it apparently. So what were you saying, Calhoun, in terms of they weren't doing a commentary that involved him?
He released on Twitter today. He said, what were the exact wordings? But he made it sound like there was no commentary on Solo's.
Oh,
release.
it's here.
Okay.
In honor of the digital release of Solo: A Star Wars Story, and in lieu of a commentary, here is 53 random factoids and notes about the making and writing of anybody who's interested. Here's one of the ones that stuck out to me right away. Was Kasdan talking about Donald Glover as Lando? He says Donald was born to play Lando. In my opinion, he needs to don the cape again, and the sooner the better. Would the movie would have made more money if it had been 2 hours of Lando dictating his memoirs into his holo recorder? Perhaps you live and learn.
That
Wow.
is pretty great.
It's true.
I would have,
probably watched that.
and we would have gotten more Donald Glover tears, because eventually he'd be talking about some sort of sad
thing,
story.
yeah.
Oh, it'd be good.
Well, that's
it'd be good.
Then we'd be cooking with fire,
that's what
Cook with grease.
cooking with Donald.
Fire, Donald
That's
Fire.
that's just a show I have. An idea I have.
Yes.
Cooking with Donald. It's gonna be Donald Glover. And
Hey, it's Calhoun here with Donald Glover.
Hi.
cooking today.
Hey guys. Corn dogs. Making corn dogs.
making corn dogs.
Yeah.
We've got a couple dogs here.
Oh, no.
We got some corn.
That's the corn.
Screaming corn. We only use screaming corn on this show.
Cow corn.
It would be
A lot of
inter-
corn talk today.
Yeah. Welcome
Keep
to the
going.
corn cast. When we man, I totally forgot what I was gonna say, but that's okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Thanks.
I mean,
Johnny.
there's 53 of these factoids.
Right,
We're
I'm
not
not-
going to read them all.
That's
Right.
We
three
are-
more than the amount of gray there is.
Oh, wow.
The different shades.
Yeah. What I was going to say about the hollow recorder, if they did like a movie, it would just be him in the cockpit of the Falcon talking into his recorder and then flashback to him living through this thing that he's talking
That would
about.
be
Stop.
pretty
You're
great.
giving all the Star Wars novelists an idea.
Yes.
Well, you heard it here first on Chatter Squadron, on Banter Legion.
No.
No.
Not Banter Legion.
We vetoed it.
Here's one of the things he was talking about too when it came to the success of the film. To be honest, I think the challenge has much more to do with the foreign box office than the U.S. Personally, I think there are great Star Wars movies to be made that don't need to cost quite so much. So apparently, he saw the movie doing better because it cost $250 million to make. So he saw it could have done better in terms of like seen more as a success if they didn't spend so much on production.
That's true. And I think we talked about that, like how they basically shot half of the movie twice.
Yeah.
Because Ron came on midway.
Inflated the price, yeah.
That just happens, and it's unfortunate. So, yeah, he's totally right. If they had made it for $150 million, people would be singing a different tune.
Right, because there would
probably.
be $100 million more profits on that.
Sure would.
Now, how are you guys going to buy it? The
Oh,
Blu-ray
yeah.
when it comes out?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
I want to watch it so bad again.
Yeah, me too. That's the main reason. Like, I was ready to wait for my next viewing of The Last Jedi. But Solo, even though I saw it twice in theaters, it's just so fun. Mm-hmm. It's like a good comfort watch, too. And I know plenty of people that haven't seen it, so I'll be able to be like, come over, we're going to watch.
That's a good point. Yeah, I know a lot of people haven't seen it. I've seen it twice, too, in theaters.
Yeah.
And
It's where it should have been seen, too, because
Yeah.
it's good.
it's pretty good.
Oh, part of
It's pretty good.
Who's this character? Who's this guy?
It's not a character. It's just me, Calhoun.
Oh, dang it.
God.
I was hoping we had a new character
Yeah.
that would review movies.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's the review duck.
It's pretty, the review dog is pretty good.
Oh, wow. So what do you think of the Lord of the Rings trilogy?
It's pretty good. I like the fighting and the guns, but it's pretty good.
Oh, my gosh.
Guns.
That's what a great review. Here, have some bread.
The guns are my favorite part of Lord of the Rings, too. I have one more little news story. Let's talk about what this episode is going to be, though. It's pretty exciting.
I'm very excited.
Johnny, I know you have to leave after this next break.
I do, yes.
Which
There's-
is-
I have a plane. To
He's got to
a
take the
plane to catch.
Yeah,
It's already taken off, and he needs to run after
I
it.
got to Indiana Jones this.
He has a big net. He's going to try and get it like a butterfly. But yeah, Johnny has to leave after the break, but we're going to have an exclusive interview with Emperor Sheev Palpatine himself.
I'm getting
Wow.
nervous. I don't know if we're ready to do an interview with such a diplomat.
I know.
Aren't you guys worried he'll kill you?
That's not my biggest worry is asking him a question that
Upsets him.
No, just saying it incorrectly and him being like, actually, it's pronounced blah blah blah, and
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
oh
Oh, now you look
man,
silly.
Now I look silly.
Yeah, what if we're pronouncing his name wrong? Like it's Sheev.
Or what if it's
Just said
Sahib?
the same.
What if it's Sahib?
Yeah, what is a Sahib?
Well, you know what? We'll start with that question.
Now Sheev Palpatine, or is it Sahib? And he's like, what?
Let's hope he doesn't electrocute the equipment.
Yeah,
No.
that would
That'll
be,
ruin the.
That'd be terrible.
So we're excited about that.
I'm pumped.
We're ready. And also, before I get to this next story, we're going to do a quiz in a second. But we have a new Tiny King / Queen of the Tiny Chair, Tiny Victories.
What?
This is from Hoth_Solo. Their
Their
review.
their name is Hoth Solo. That's great.
Their review is just Tiny Chair, 5 stars. You guys are awesome. Good topics every time.
See,
Short and sweet.
See, I
here's
read
the
it
thing.
as a continuing
yes,
sentence.
I know,
as did
so-
I.
You guys are awesome, good topics every time.
I like being an awesome good topic.
If I'm an
personally.
awesome, good topic, then we're doing everything right.
We are awesome, good topics every time, guys.
Yeah, like we can't even fail.
When
It's
we
every
came up
time.
with the name Chatter Squadron, did you guys think that someone someday would be like, these guys are awesome, good topics every time?
I got that shirt that said "I'm an awesome good topic."
You know what? It didn't even cross my mind.
I got it at Good Topic in the mall with all those band shirts.
Oh
and,
yeah, good topic.
Good topic.
Yeah, with all those just really good topic T-shirts.
That's like the worst freaking thing I've ever said.
Okay.
Here's the final news story. Cantina in Disneyland's Star Wars Land will serve pre-mixed alcohol drinks, a first of its kind in Disney parks.
Oh man,
Yeah.
they're like, okay, we get it. Most people who like Star Wars that are gonna go to this are gonna be over 21.
yes.
Los-
And I want to cut off a guy's arm.
Disney,
Oh.
Disneyland. This is from Lapo Record. Okay.
Nice.
Disneyland visitors who explore the new Star Wars Galaxy's Edge expansion that opens next year will be invited to belly up to a dimly lit Star Wars inspired cantina where, for the first time in the park, they can order alcoholic drinks.
Wait, so the only people that are able to go there first are the people that were invited to the first opening? Is that what this is saying? People that were
Will be no, they're just invited to come.
Oh,
in
oh.
terms of like
they're just trying to
just like they say, you're invited to join us to see the Lord of the Rings film, even
I
if
see.
you're
When you say
a duck.
invited, you mean I just have to buy a ticket?
Yeah, you've been invited. Oh, really?
Oh,
I
so
get to
it's
come?
free.
No.
I'm a guest. I'm on the list.
Yeah.
You could check your list again.
Oh. All right. New artist renderings released on the Disneyland blog recently show a dark tavern where stormtroopers, bounty hunters, smugglers, and other alien travelers crowd around a bar that serves various concoctions. The post says the tavern, dubbed Oga's Cantina, will serve libations for adults.
Libations.
Libations. Thank you.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm down. I'm in.
What are you gonna get?
Look at this
Calhoun?
art.
Oh, it looks gorgeous.
Doesn't that look great?
Ooh.
Oh, I'm so pumped. Oh, I'm never gonna leave.
What is that next year?
I'm gonna hide in
Yeah,
there.
next year.
Next year about this time?
I'm
No, it'll be
publicly
a little
saying
later.
it on this podcast. Disney, I will be hiding in your park. I will become one. With
Hide
the
your
park.
kids. Hide your wives.
I'm gonna pull a Han, and I'm just gonna knock out a stormtrooper and take his armor, and I'll just be living in the park.
Oh man, you could do that.
Yeah, I'm in.
How would they find out?
They wouldn't, unless I mean, someone tried to talk to me, and I was like,
They're like FN 214556.
because that's how
244.
that's how they're going to speak to their employees. They might.
Who knows? That
If-
might be the thing.
I'll be honest. If I was working for Disney and I was like, I'm gonna be a persona,
Yeah.
and I had a manager, I'd be like, you have to call me by my call sign,
Yes.
and you have to give me orders like you're a member of the Empire or the First
be like-
Order.
So
You'd be
you're
like, Greg.
You're a character actor, is what you're saying.
Yes.
They'd be like, FN 2142, go patrol the East Sector. And then they'd be like, and Greg, could you go or look at the.
That's what I'm saying. And Greg, get a broom because I think someone spilled some stuff in the restaurant. I'd be like,
All right, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Hey, Mike.
All right.
Hey, Mike, would you be able to go check the paper towel dispenser in the men's bathroom? Yes, sir. Right away, Captain. Just okay.
And I like salute and I put
Right.
my gun.
Yeah, you-
It'd be great.
You don't need the gun, Mike.
You're poking. You're in the bathroom poking the dispenser. Like, looks like it doesn't work, sir.
Yeah.
Heard about the new T16s?
Okay, yeah, you hear about the new T16s? This must be another drill.
Dude,
trying to reload paper towel.
how awful would it be to be the manager of those like stormtroopers just talking randomness?
That would be. That's what I'm saying. I get the feeling that these people that play stormtroopers might actually have like inside jokes like this, where they're just like,
Oh, of course they do.
giving each
Question.
other orders like this.
Is there a safe word for these actors that like?
Oh, to get them out of
Where
character.
you run in and you're like, "Hey, we need you guys to do this." Sorry, on official. No, crumpets.
There's a fire. Yeah, crumpets.
Crumpets. Oh, sorry.
Shoot.
Yeah, sorry, Dave. What's going on? Somebody spilled something in the restaurant
Your
again.
mom's on the phone. Oh,
Yeah.
crumpets.
Hey,
Mom.
Hey, Mom. Serving the Empire.
So yeah, if you need another reason to go to the Star Wars land at Disney, here's just another one of the reasons.
I'm just so pumped. I think it's gonna blow our minds, even though they're releasing all this information publicly.
I think it's gonna blow our minds without us even going.
yes.
We're just gonna hear light rumblings about it and be like, "What?" Well, that's all right. Well, that's basically what we just did.
Yeah, it's true.
With
We
this
got
thing.
we got everyone, all of our listeners, hyped up too.
Yeah. If you're listening at home and you're going, "Oh, what?"
And if you're not, you swine.
Yeah. How dare you not listen at home? All right,
Listen only from home.
Let's move to the quiz. But once again, in order to become the Tiny King / Queen of the Tiny Chair, Tiny Victories, give us a 5-star rating and a review on iTunes. It helps the show.
It helps, and it helps you be
Yeah.
called out.
All right. This one, you kind of have to keep track of your score.
All right,
I got
I'm
it.
keeping track of my
Okay.
score. I have 10 fingers. Does it go over 10 points?
Might. Probably not.
I'll have to take off my shoes.
All right. So, all right. So this one, in honor of Palpatine coming on, we are
Yes.
doing another Order Up quiz.
Order up.
This is determining the ways that these Jedis were either offed or not offed during the Order 66. You're going to have these are true or false questions. Also, some of these are false, but they are true for certain Jedi. If you tell me who it does belong to, that ending, then you get another point. So it's a point for if you get it right, and then you get another point if you tell me. But be careful. Some of these I just made up. So if you just tell me that is and it's not, then you lose a point.
Oh, goodness. Okay, cool.
Ready to go. Here we
Ready.
go.
I'm ready.
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
All right. General Tiplar. To this person, a 51st clone trooper named Tup executed Tiplar by shooting her in the face due to a malfunction in his inhibitor chip.
Do you mean a 501st?
Yeah, 51st. What did I say?
51st.
51st.
Oh, 501st.
This is true.
Correct.
Yep.
1 point to you, sir.
That's watching Clone Wars has served you well.
It has served me well watching those Lost episodes. That's actually one of the better Lost episodes, too.
All right, Tyler.
Hi.
Luminara Unduli. At the end of the war on Salakami, Unduli was killed by Clone Commander Neo on his speeder while she was on her speeder.
That's false.
It is false indeed. Do you know who that happened to?
No.
Okay. You're not going to try.
I like how you paused. That is false indeed.
So, quick question about the rules. If I were to guess
You want to
afterwards...
try to steal?
No. I don't want to try and steal. If I were to be given that question and I said it's false, and then you asked me, do I want to guess who it is? Do I lose anything by guessing?
You can if it's wrong.
Yeah, if it's wrong, you lose a point.
Then I'm no way I'm doing that.
Unless you know beyond a shadow of a doubt.
You're right.
I don't like shadows.
Okay.
My question.
Your question. Padawan Caleb Doom. He was gunned down after attempting to aid in Bail Organa's escape from the Jedi Temple.
That is true.
That is false.
No.
Caleb Doom.
Am I able to say
You
anything
can't-
about it?
You can say it, but it
Well,
won't matter.
that's that's Kanan
That's
from
Kanan
Rebels.
Jarrus' name.
Oh.
His real name.
You've been bamboozled.
I have.
The real Padawan that helped Bail Organa was Zet Jukasa.
Darn it.
Yeah, Calhoun. Jeez. You don't know who Zet Jukasa is?
No,
All right.
I'm sorry.
Wow, I have a Zet Jukasa, right?
costume? You have
poster.
He has a Zetju costume.
Oh, God.
Gross.
All right. Tyler, Eth Koth.
Yeah.
Eth Koth lived through Order 66, but was hunted down and killed by Darth Vader.
False.
No, that's true.
Oh.
So far, I still only have 1 point, and he only has 1 point.
Yes, it's true. Eth Koth lived and disowned the Jedi. He was replaced by Agent Kohler. And he went and started a family. Vader found him, took his kid, and killed him by impaling him through the back.
Wait, he killed his child?
Took his child
Oh.
to train. All right.
Took him on a train. What a good guy.
Took him on a train
Kids
and
love
brought him
trains.
back.
Yeah.
And accidentally stabbed him in the back.
And accidentally stabbed his dad in the back.
In the caboose?
Hey, Eth, it's been a while. Oh, no.
Oh, what have I done?
I accidentally turned on my lightsaber into his back.
A crazy thing was when Vader showed up, he asked him to spare his family and said, I will give you the location of all the other Jedi who survived if you just let me live.
Wow.
And then Vader just didn't take it.
Wow. Interesting. I wonder
Like,
why.
What a betrayal. He just
Well, maybe he just didn't believe him.
he
you
might
know,
have not just believed.
Maybe he was pulling
But
an
he,
Ethan
he's like,
Hunt.
He's like, I'm not a Jedi anymore.
Ethan Koth.
I'll give them all up.
Ethan Koff?
Anyway, all right. So Tyler, no, it's Calhoun now.
Yep.
Quinlan Voss. He survived Order 66, but he was only hunted down and killed later by Boba Fett.
Oh, boy. Now, I do believe he survived Order 66 now, being hunted by Boba Fett. That is a different case altogether. I'm going to go with my gut and say false.
It is false.
Yes.
They don't know what happened to him.
We still don't know what happened to Quinlan.
Bing
All
bong.
right.
Quinlan.
I want to
Voss.
see a Quinlan Voss live action of anything and continue with the game.
All right, Tyler. Agent Kolar. Agent Kolar was one of the 4 Jedi Masters sent to kill Palpatine, and he was the first to be killed.
Oh, dang it. Wait. That's true.
It is true.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dang it. 2-2.
All right. Calhoun.
Yes.
Aayla Secura. Aayla Secura was gunned down by her Republic troops during the Republic invasion of Magneto.
That is true.
That is false.
Dang it!
Oh, no, I can't.
You could say it for no points.
On Felucia.
No. Oh yeah. Aayla Secura was Felucia, but Magneto was.
Oh, I can't remember. Obi-Wan?
Magneto?
I said I don't remember.
Magneto.
Coyote Mundi. Coyote Mundi was killed on Magneto.
Oh, that place with
yeah.
the snows.
With the snow. All right, Tyler.
Hi.
Oppo Rancisis.
Love that name.
He was
Main course.
shot down by a squadron of ARC 170 starfighters on Cato Neimoidia.
That's false.
True. All right, now.
Wait.
No, it was false.
Yeah.
Yes, correct. It was false. Do you know who that happened to?
Oh.
Do you want to guess?
Oh, I think I know. I don't know if it's beyond a shadow of a doubt, but I'm going to say Plo Koon.
You're right.
Hey.
No!
So 2 points
He's got 4 points now.
Yeah, but the last ones were 3 points.
Ugh.
All right, Calhoun.
Okay.
Deepa Balaba. After the conquest of the system of Collar, she was attacked by a battalion of her clone troopers.
Say the first part again. What was the planet name?
After a conquest of the system of Collar. Caller. She was attacked by a battalion of her own clone.
I'm going to say that is true.
It is true.
Yes, it is.
All right.
1 point divides us.
The last one's worth 3 points. So here we go. It is a multiple choice. You both get a chance to answer. Jedi Master Uvel.
Uvel.
Jedi Master Uvel. All right. Here we go. The first one is, He collected all the artifacts from the Jedi Temple and went into hiding on an abandoned Geonosian colony on a nameless moon. He was killed in the Jedi on the attack on the Jedi Temple by Darth Vader and his clone troopers. He survived Order 66, but just disappeared without anyone knowing where he went. He traveled to Thebesca, which was controlled by the Farda clan, who hid their operations from the Imperial.
What clan?
I'm sorry, what clan?
The Fardy clan.
Farty clan.
Yes, the Fardy clan.
The Farty clan.
He's like, this is the only place I can show up. I hope the people here are normal. And they're like, hello. And he's like, ooh, though.
All right.
I think that's Tyler's final answer.
I'm going to go with the Farty clan. No, for real.
I'm going to go with A.
You're going with loaded up the artifacts?
Yes.
And you're going with what?
The fart people.
They're both wrong.
I still win.
Nice. I lose again.
All right.
What was the true answer? What happened
the
to
Starship? His Padawan, he gave all of the artifacts and told him to go to the Geonosian. He himself
The listener,
survived.
I'm rolling my eyes so hard.
He himself survived, but then disappeared without anyone knowing where he went.
He's hanging with Quinlan. They're playing poker.
That's right. Also, the travel to Thebesca and the Farty clan, that was Ahsoka.
Oh, yeah. Hey, what does Quinlan say when Uvel beats him in poker?
I don't know.
Yeah, there you go.
Uvel.
Uvel.
Do you guys think Amelia Earhart was killed in Order 66?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
What?
We'll be right back after this next break with Emperor Palpatine.
After this balanced breakfast.
Welcome back from the break, everybody. This is Chatter Squadron in the morning. Of course, Tyler Bucks with my great co-host, Mike Calhoun.
Thanks for that intro, Tyler. That's great.
Thank you
I'm
for
feeling
thanking
good.
me, Mike.
You're welcome. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling just fantastic. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling more than fantastic.
That's fantastic. I'm so excited today.
Oh, me too. I've been waiting for this forever.
Me too. Forever.
Forever.
Yes, since the dawning of time.
Since the yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
We have a very special guest in the studio this morning. You may know him from ruling the entire galaxy at one point and being one of the most powerful men, not only on Forbes, but also with the Force. We're talking about Emperor Sheev Palpatine.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Jerry. Hello.
Yes, this is
Cherry's in
It's also, pardon to interrupt, but it's pronounced Sheev.
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 Wow.
You could just call me Papa Pal.
Papa Palpatine, huh?
Yeah, Papa Pal.
Papa Pal. We're learning so many things already.
I know. This is why I've been waiting for this forever.
Forever.
All right.
It's finally here. I'm so sorry. I don't want to waste any of your time. But
Yes, don't.
but how are you?
Oh, yeah, I'm doing all right.
Yeah?
Living off the land.
Living off the land.
What land?
I have a small farm in Saskatchewan.
Oh, what do you farm?
Beets, mainly. And,
Really?
And an assortment of candied corns.
Wow. Straight from the ground. I've never had candy corn straight from the earth.
There are many powers which some consider to be unnatural.
That's... Wow.
Many crops, I mean.
Oh, yes, of course. And I'm
I
guessing
think we do what you meant.
you're getting to the busy season with Halloween coming up.
Yes, that's the harvest time.
Oh, you're getting near harvest. Okay. Do you have a lot of people come by to buy your product?
Incredible amounts.
Oh, really?
Yes, line up for miles.
A
Wow.
line for miles.
Yes.
Now, Mr. Palpatine, what brought you into the farming business?
Well, I just, wanted to. I've done the whole rule the galaxy, and it was.
You just needed a quiet life,
I
maybe?
just needed to relax.
Oh,
I
yeah,
just needed to step back, let someone else take the reins. I don't really know what happened.
Yeah.
You're not sure what happened?
No,
No.
I
Wow.
went out that tube.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people thought I just put an endless pit next to my throne room. There's a tube at the bottom that just goes to a safe drop. I'd done it before.
Oh, that's
For fun?
Yeah, you do it. I used to do it like every Friday.
you would just jump down that chasm.
Yeah, why do you think I put that there?
Oh,
Wow.
Why would I put
And
an
the-
endless chasm next to my
well,
work?
you proved all the haters wrong for sure.
And the screaming, I'm guessing, was just to throw people off.
Have you ever ridden a roller coaster? And you've ridden it several times, and you know it's coming, but you're
Right.
still gonna scream.
I just all the answers already. It's amazing.
So what made you settle on Earth? What was it about here that made you go,
what
you know
brought you
what?
here?"
I'm going to retire in Saskatchewan.
Well, the Canadian government is pretty good.
Yeah.
Even from Coruscant,
are
hear
they
about
easily
it.
corruptible? Is that why you chose
Incredibly.
them? Oh, I
Incredibly.
see.
The Prime Minister waits. I make him pay extra for my corn.
So he's a loyal customer.
You tax them.
You
tax the country of Canada.
Steal from the rich, give to the poor. That's my whole deal.
Oh,
Has that always been your deal?
Always,
it's always been your
always
plan.
been my deal.
Oh,
And you're sipping out of a medieval times cup.
I love medieval times.
Yeah.
What a great time in history.
Oh, really? Medieval times. What made you so excited or so interested in medieval times? Is it just the restaurant
It's
experience?
the restaurant experience. It's the atmosphere. It's, the barbaric nature.
Oh, of course.
Is that your?
Yeah.
Oh,
Of course.
I have personally
The
been
strong
as well.
survive kind of thing.
Oh.
You know,
Of course I know.
Darwin or whatever his name was.
Darwin. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah,
we all
yeah.
know him.
Yeah.
Well, let's get to the real reason that we've brought you here and what you are here for. You're
Of course.
Promote my book.
Yeah, you're promoting your book.
You're promoting your book. Your
Your
new book.
self-help book. Do it. A Sheev Palpatine self-help book titled
yes.
Do It. How I went from a lowly rich royal on Naboo to the most powerful being in the galaxy.
Yes.
Well, congratulations on the
Go
publication.
ahead. There you go. You can
Yes.
sit there next to your book.
Hold your book up and tell us a little about
There
it.
was a little bit, I have to say.
Here, show it to the audience there.
Here
Yes.
you go. There was a little bit of some problems with Nike. We had to.
The Do It thing.
We
yeah.
had to. It was a long process.
Oh, I
And,
see.
uh,
Yes.
But is that why you went through Canada to get the rights?
Canada was very lax about their copyright laws.
Oh, that's why you went to Canada.
That's
then.
why I went to Canada.
Ah.
Yes, but this book, it really tackles everything that's important with, succeeding in manipulating everyone.
Well, here's a passage from the book I wanted to go through.
Okay.
You said in the book, my plan to overthrow the Jedi was crafted by me when I was only 9 years old, and I will begin to break it down for you step by step. Step 1, be secretly evil living in my dad's palace. Step 2, be openly evil to that banking guy who's obviously a Sith. Step 3, become the strongest Sith Lord in history. Step 4, destroy the millennia-old Jedi Order with clones. Step 5, rule the galaxy. Step 6, fake your own death by being thrown down an endless pit. Step 7, write a best-selling novel.
And I am just now accomplishing the 7th part, but I need your guys' help with that. That's why I'm here.
Wow, yeah, of course.
How can we possibly help?
This book, it's everything you need to know, and I have to admit, some of these things are not repeatable. They were a kind of a one-time deal.
Right.
But it's the lessons you learn along the way. Like, you might not be able to raise 1 million clones for an army, but the lesson is kill people with multiple people. Have your enemies
Strength
fight
in numbers.
themselves. Yes.
Oh, and have them kill themselves.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, make your enemies kill themselves.
Yes, that's the main lesson that I'm trying to impart.
I think you executed that lesson extremely well. I mean, leading by example is a very good way to spread a message.
I've always been about the kids. I've
Oh,
always
yeah?
been.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
What age group do you intend this read to be?
This is 7 to 12.
7 to 7 to 12.
So, right, with
It's a
9...
very thick
Grade.
book.
Grade.
7
This
to
is for
12th grade.
I'm
12th grade.
appealing to high schools here.
I see.
Okay, I see.
So we're trying to get into some high schools with this book.
Now-
Make it reading curriculum.
When you put in your your plan there to make the best-selling novel, was it always geared towards high school students on Earth when you came up with that as a 9-year-old?
They're kind of like a benchmark.
Yeah.
Oh,
for how
so that's
to-
just the demographic, but it extends to the galaxy.
It extends. There's actually the 7 to 12 grade market is perfect for all of Mon Calamari. Really strangely, they're not very good readers.
They
I
only
see.
read it. That's where they
That's the
plateau.
level.
So it's
Their
like a
reading level.
tomato thing. It's it translates to everybody,
Yes,
no matter what.
It carries a lot of weight across. Most people aren't very good at reading, so I dumbed it down a lot. I'm a very good writer.
Now-
I don't want people to know.
Oh,
right. Yeah. Now
I dumbed it down.
you've been a big leader in your lifetime. Is
Yes.
there a lot of leadership that you can impart onto people when they read this? Like,
Oh,
do they
yes.
learn about
A lot of
leadership?
leadership.
Yeah,
skills.
a lot of leadership is making everyone fear you. Is the big thing. They say, is it better to be feared or loved? It's better to be feared. Clearly.
Yeah.
No one loves me. I'm hideous.
I bet those kids.
I think a little wrinkle cream that we featured on last week's episode might be able to do well for you.
That's very kind of you, but these are electrical burns.
Oh, excuse me.
I'll
I'm
not
so
go
sorry.
away with time.
That's true. Now, when you came to Earth, was one of the reasons you came here because it's completely populated with humans?
Yes, the most corruptible people.
Right. Now, I'm
Yeah.
going to read a passage from your book, another one, about humans, actually. On page 205, you wrote, "Humans are the superior race in the galaxy. Everyone agrees. I have friends, real powerful friends. They all assure me that humans are the best. These friends, the ones I mentioned, huge stars. They know their stuff." What did you mean when you said that?
I mean exactly what I said.
Are you actually friends with enormous stars, like balls of
Enormous.
gas in the sky?
They know me personally.
What about star destroyers?
Yes, I have thousands of those.
What about sentient mountains? Have you ever met any of those in your time?
There's one called Mount Joy that I like.
Oh,
And he has a brother somewhere.
is
I
that
don't
in
know.
Saskatchewan, Mount
That's
Joy?
in Saskatchewan.
Oh, Mount Joy.
Is that what
northern-
waters your candy corn crop?
Waters it.
That's great.
Whenever it cries
The
from
runoff from
laughter.
the mountain. Oh, that's
Yes.
what a wonderful thing.
It grows candy corn. I don't know.
So why did you
the only
think?
way.
Why did you think that humans are superior, as the words that you wrote in your book?
Superior, not everyone can look as cool as me, but
And you look really cool right
I
now.
do look really cool. But it's just a matter of who is most corruptible and also who's most powerful. Like, are you going to see a Chiss rise to the ranks of the Imperials? That's not a thing you're going to see.
That's
You don't think that would ever happen? A chiss? This is the
Not
first
while
time
I'm emperor.
Nah. Oh, well, I trust you. I trust your judgment.
That's right.
Do you have any passages in the book that are for aspiring entrepreneurs? You are a very successful businessman.
Yes. I sell candy corn, as I've mentioned.
That's your latest business, yes. And
Yes.
and in such a short time, you've succeeded.
I've done very well for myself.
so. What knowledge in the book would you impart to people?
Buy low, sell high. It's just as simple as that. Also, make sure product placement is everything. You got to get your product out there. That's why I'm here. I'm trying to get my book out there. It's mostly about getting your eyeballs on your product. When I was emperor, I just put stormtroopers literally everywhere.
Yeah.
So you just
Right.
You did. You sent them throughout just everywhere.
I
every
would
inch.
send them to, like, if there was a planet, and this is no joke. There was a planet with one guy on it, like literally one guy, and I just sent a stormtrooper there just to stand by his house, just so he would know.
Just the whole. I mean, that is the way that you would show your power.
He's just always reminded.
Yeah, and he would never forget.
He would never forget.
He would never forget. And then, that is great. It's kind of like Apple. You
It's
just,
like Apple.
You just
It's
make sure
exactly like
your-
Apple.
It's just never leaves someone's eyes, and then they'll never forget that your
Now,
product.
something I've always wondered: what was the overhead on those stormtrooper outfits? Because there was trillions of them made. How much
Oh.
did it cost you personally to buy just a whole stormtrooper outfit?
They're actually not that expensive. They're actually just made of plastic. We would just melt out a giant cube of plastic and pour it into a mold.
Yes.
Several thousands of molds.
At a time. Oh,
At a time, yeah.
It makes perfect
Yeah,
sense.
it's pretty easy.
Now, if anybody was still on the fence about buying this book, there's a foreword that's actually written by one of your biggest supporters, somebody who's basically saying, hey, listen, you got to buy this book if you want to succeed. One of your great friends, Grandma Tarkin. And let's go to that foreword now.
This is Grandma Tarkin. It was a spring morning when the dew elves had finished painting the lawn that Sheev Palpatine was born. He slithered in his mother's arms like the most adorable teething eel you've ever seen. And he was teething, sweetie, right from the beginning, like a gutter snipe. Ah, but listen to me carry on. Sheev was such a nice boy. He helped other little human boys with their homework and gained their respect, assuming a leadership role. I knew he was going to achieve great things the first time I saw him stab a little chubby classmate with a pencil and successfully blame it on the Mune boy, giving him the nickname Stabby McBighead for the rest of his life. Sheev was such a sweetie. Any time a Twi'lek or Pantoran classmate would be feeling sick, he would keep baking them cookies until they felt better. Oh, but gosh, I don't think many of them made it out of their sickness in the end. But the comfort he brought them has no tangible measure or price. On one occasion, I was taking out my garbage, and he saw me struggling with the burden of all the garbage I had collected over the course of 7 months. He rushed to my side and, to my surprise, lifted all the bags by himself. He was such a strong boy. The bags seemed to just float in his hands, and he didn't even break a sweat. When he returned to ask if there was more, I lied and said there wasn't, but it had been several months. My garage was filled with rubbish. But he accepted my lie and asked instead about my grandson, another lovely boy. And since then, a beautiful friendship has woven like a large quilt. Sheev Palpatine is sure to lead you down the right path and deserves everything coming to him.
Wow.
That's a glowing
Glowing
Sorry.
review.
That's so beautiful.
Sheev. Why does that touch you so much?
She was like a mother to me.
Yeah?
Yes. Yes. She was.
Did you spend much time with Grandma Tarkin?
Of course I did.
What sort of things do you?
I ended up going back and cleaning out the garage for her.
in secret while she didn't
Yes.
know. Oh,
She
you're
had
such
several guns in there I used later. But, the point was I helped.
You did help. Wow, you
And
sound
you're
like you
going
were,
to help countless others with this book.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I actually have some We have some questions from our audience members, our loyal audience members. We'd like to ask you things that they'd only be able to ask straight to you. So we'll be their conduit, basically. So here's a good one. Do you think you can stop me? Says JD10. What?
Yes. Move on. Next question.
I'm so sorry. Next question. What is it like to have unlimited power? Says Sleazy Slim.
Well, it's actually not that great. Gonna get bored. Move on. Next question.
You
Sam-
little bored.
Sam Gutierrez says, did you hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
Let me tell you one thing, whatever your name was. I know that better than anyone. Fool.
Wow.
I have a question for you from Kin double or maybe quadruple 07. Can you take me as your apprentice? They ask.
You know, I get emails about this every day. And, you know, I can't take everyone as my apprentice. There's a rule of 2, you know. I can't just do that.
Even in candy corn farming?
Even in retirement candy corn farming.
You can only have one apprentice.
There is only 2.
Dude, there must be. Yeah, I know.
Yes.
I read that part of your book.
Right now, there's Keith, who is helping me on the farm.
Keith.
Yes, he is strong.
It's good to have help.
Physically strong. He's going to lift a lot of corn.
Speaking of being strong, Eric Gadman says, "Did you drain Padme's life force to keep Vader alive?"
Of course I did. You think people die of sadness? It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
I have a question from Da Big Cheese 900.
Oh, this man.
Oh, you know him. Do you know Da Big Cheese 900?
Of course I know him.
How do you know each other?
We fought once
Oh, goodness. Well,
on Mustafar.
he seems to be taunting you. He's asking, "Are you sure about that black robe?"
Yes. Well, in the summer I wear a Hawaiian shirt, but
In the summer you wear a Hawaiian.
Well,
you don't wear a
it's too
Hawaiian robe?
it's too hot to wear.
It's too hot to wear a robe.
A
I
robe.
see.
But yeah, most of the time I do wear the robe.
Well, you spent so many summers on space stations. How do you
It's
know?
a look. It's a look.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Do
you,
sti- do
find
you-
a look
do you-
and you go with it.
Have you ever filled your throne room with sand to make it just a summery feel?
Yes, but for another reason too.
Was that to keep
Keeps out some other people.
keeps Vader from coming by?
Oh, Vader doesn't like it.
Here's one from Sean Keenan. He says, "Should I do it?"
Do it.
Wow. And
In my
Straight from
book.
the source.
Sean, if you want to do it, the best way to get on that path is buying the book.
Yes, buy the book.
I have-
Only $80 space dollars.
I actually have an excellent question from Laura Danielle.
All right.
And she asks, "What's so special about 66? Why choose that number?"
Well, if you do 6, makes you think you haven't done too many orders.
Oh, I'm so sorry. That's just our producer telling us that we're doing a good job. That
Yes,
sound there.
That's
Thanks, robot producer.
Thank you, robot. We have droids in the studio taking care of all the cameras.
the point is, 6 was far too few. You know, if I came out and said this is order 6, they'd be like, "Oh, not very doing very much, are you?"
It seems like, yeah, I guess that would make sense. It seems like you hadn't done much in the past.
And then
Now-
if I do order 666, it's a little on the nose.
Right.
Yeah, a little bit.
Understandable. And is that why your book is actually filled 100 pages with words and then the other 400 are just blank?
Yes, that is exactly right.
Just to-
it's more
yeah.
contemplation kind of thing.
Oh, meditation and
Yes,
thought.
Yeah.
Good for mindfulness. yeah.
Yes. I'm all about mindfulness.
Are you into meditation? That's a big thing these
Yes.
days on Earth.
Really focusing on your hatred for others.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it makes you stronger.
Now, here's a question I have for you, Sheev. Have you seen this video going around?
Oh, yes, I've seen this.
How do you feel about it?
This is a talented young boy. I would like to meet him and
You would like to meet this boy.
recruit him, perhaps.
You would like to meet him?
I have uses for
Well,
him.
we have a surprise for you. Right after this, you're going to get in an unmarked van and go straight to his house and meet him in person.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's exciting.
it's very exciting.
What about this little boy makes him seem so promising?
This boy obviously has no scruples. He's singing in a Walmart. No
Wouldn't it be the
no one
opposite?
cares that he's singing in that Walmart. People there are there to buy sweatpants and whatever they buy. No one cares you're yodeling.
Is that the only
That
thing?
kind of energy is what I need.
Oh, unlimited.
Oh,
Unlimited.
unlimited yodeling. Quite possibly. Another exciting thing for everyone here in attendance and those listening at home, if you check under your seat right now, Sheev has brought you your very own Imperial class Star Destroyer.
That's right. It's just the keys,
wow.
but yes,
This is just the keys.
just the keys to it. But
Well,
yes.
where are they all parked?
If you go
Eddie? Does Tyler, the two hosts? Surely our
well
gift
for
is
you
coming.
two,
Yeah?
I will check under your seats.
Oh,
Oh, checking.
Oh,
That's-
this is Luke's severed hand.
Yes, and you have.
Mine is really slimy. Oh, it's Jabba's head.
I was hard to find. That shit blew up.
Yeah, there's shrapnel in it. It's real goopy. Why isn't it
Here's a
like at least
Ziploc.
a grocery bag? Oh, thank you.
I have
Oh,
another question for you.
This is just sandwich sized.
You'll have to work on that.
I'll try.
You can do that later.
Yeah, I'll
Mike-
put it away. I'll put it back.
Michael Hind is asking, or he's saying, never understood why you decommissioned all the cool fighter droids after you got clones. Why?
I don't know if you know this, but there was a Nigerian prince that needed help, and I thought, well, what a great union we would have. Turns out he was a hacker, and hacked all those.
Hacked all the droids.
Yeah, and I couldn't use them. They shut them all down.
Do you know what he used them for?
I think he used them for some sort of like a bartender as like for drinks,
right.
Or theme parks.
See, yeah, you're right, and that's why Nigeria is just filled with robots.
With robot theme parks.
Yes,
Makes sense.
it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, actually, this is one of the questions. Larry Courtney, what were the specific other orders before Order 66? I would have thought that eradicating the Jedi would be Order 1. So what are some of the ones before
That's a
Order
very
66?
good question.
Well, this person obviously hasn't planned anything longer than 5 minutes to know that there are different orders that have to happen. For instance, Order 55 was a large cheeseburger with a side of fries.
For you or for all
me,
the clones?
This was at Denny's, Space Denny's.
Oh, I remember Space Denny's.
Yes, of course, Space Denny.
We went
But,
there a couple times on the Falcon.
Order 1 was actually killing a fat kid in my at school.
Oh, yeah.
It started when I was very young. He was a rival. So
Did you actually order anyone to do that, or was it just kind of like a self list?
that was an order.
I
I was in charge of several youngsters. And they did whatever I said.
Joseph Kailina says, who specifically would you say runs the Senate?
I am the Senate. Mm-hmm. So I would say I run it.
Scott Nicholson says, tell me more about the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise. So we heard a little bit about
keep
it.
wanting to know about this.
Yes, but
and
what more? Because we heard, a tidbit. But what more? Is there any,
there's some things people don't know.
what's one? Just one.
He was a loud snorer. When whoever his Padawan was went to go kill him while he was sleeping.
Yeah.
They could have heard him from a mile away. I'll tell you something.
So I have a question that's actually very, very. It could be you might not want to reveal the secrets, but we'll find out. It's from Matthew Wuthridge,
All right.
Thumb up.
a thumb upper of the show. What provoked you to kill your master?
If you were the one to kill him.
Yeah, your master.
Well,
Darth
little
Plagueis.
known fact, he really strongly hinted at it. Kept saying, man, I don't know what I'd do if someone killed me while I was sleeping. He kept saying that like over and over again.
Oh, it sounded like he wanted it.
He really did. He left $50 on the table and said, you know what to do.
Are you sure he didn't write, you know what to do it? I know it would be
Yes.
grammatically correct,
You know
but
what to
it would be
do
on
it.
brand.
Yes.
Sorry, what was that? You
You know
know
what to do it.
I see.
That's what he,
He left $50.
yeah. Which is not that much if you think about it.
Well, it's a good starting.
Most people make $10,000 for
a good
hit
nest
jobs,
egg.
but-
Mark
$10,000 is what a normal
Normal hit job,
A
yeah.
normal hit job is. Did you do any of those as a young?
Oh, of course.
Oh, of course it did.
Micro Schmidt says, who is that Snoke guy?
Oh, Benny. It's
Benny.
is this little guy.
Yeah.
That guy used to shine my shoes.
Did he?
And he was all talking about, oh, one day I hope I'm as cool as you. And I was like, good luck.
Where would he shine you shoes?
I don't know what ended up happening to him, but nothing good, I imagine.
Did he work at LAX? Shining shoes?
No, just in the middle of the mall.
In the middle of the mall. Did you
The
stroll
Moon
the mall?
Mall.
The Moon Mall. I see.
mid mall.
What would you normally shop for if you were going to the Moon Mall? New robes? Sand?
No, back then I was getting lots of penny loafers. And,
That's how you move so quietly.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I was buying a lot of vests,
Vests?
and I liked Doctor Who, and I was dressed like him.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, the doctor with the long scarf.
Do you have a
know,
favorite
Did you-
doctor,
Oh, yeah,
Emperor?
The one with the long scarf.
Oh, number 4.
is my
yes.
favorite. Yeah,
How do you feel about the actor Matt Smith?
an abomination.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
You don't want him anywhere near
I don't
anything.
want anywhere near anything that has to do with the Empire.
Peter J. Middleton says, "What is the average speed of a swallow?"
African or European?
He didn't specify, so just give us both.
3.
3. James
Next question.
James Molinar says, "Did you know Yoda was on Dagobah and Obi-Wan was on Tatooine?"
Thank you for telling me. Pardon me 1 second.
Oh, he just looks like he stepped out for a second.
Do it. All right. What we
It
saying?
looks like he just whispered something to Keith.
Oh, Keith was on the phone. Did you FaceTime with Keith?
I did FaceTime with Keith, and he knows what to do.
Oh, I have a question about Earth technology versus what you're used to. We don't necessarily have holograms or anything yet, but we
No.
do have things like FaceTime.
Although, have you ever seen those bowls with the mirrors that makes the little image looks like it's there?
I have
Yeah,
seen
You
those.
guys are coming a long way.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. On behalf of the human race, I will take credit for that.
Well, thank
Yes.
You're very welcome. We are getting
We
there.
showed that on the show first.
We're trying our yeah.
you. Those are cool, man. I can't get over those.
Yeah. Did we show you this cool thing too? We've got this cool thing. It's
Oh, is that a song?
Yeah, it's a song trapped in that box.
yeah. We trapped
Oh.
sound in this magical
Kind
box.
of like a holocron.
Oh, it kind of is like a hologram. Thank you for
Cool.
saying that.
I had a question. Marshall Hurst says, "Can Starship fuel melt Pastille beams?"
This is a common misconception. It actually cannot.
Oh.
When the Super Star Destroyer flew into the Death Star, everyone was like, "Oh, look, you can see the explosions were planned beforehand."
Oh, it was a controlled demolition.
It's controlled demolition. But no, it's pretty possible for a Starship to melt those.
Certainly a superstar destroyer.
Yes, it's-
Otherwise, they wouldn't call them super.
Yeah, that's why they're called super.
Did you name all of the ships in the Imperial fleet?
No, that was Vader. I'm not that stupid.
I was gonna say that.
What do
they
you
have
call
some
this
silly
one?
names.
Star Destroyer. Does it destroy the Scott? Any? I don't know. This kid.
I'm sorry that you had to deal with such unprofessional individuals. Is that why? Is Keith a much more promising apprentice?
Keith would have named him something cool,
what do you?
like Grim Reaper or
Oh,
something.
that is cool.
that's real cool.
That's really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
How many does he have? All of his appendages, Keith?
No,
Oh, he doesn't.
he's missing. What was it now? I before I left, I took off one of his fingers, but
Can't remember it, huh?
I try to leave his hands alone because he's got to lift corn all day.
Yeah, he's lifting all that.
But
corn.
I gave him hydraulic legs, so that helps.
Oh, nice.
Is that why when he was off screen just a second ago we heard?
Yeah. He's like when he runs or jumps, it's like flubber. He's just like flying all over the place.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
We see him off screen there. I have one more question from a viewer of ours.
Okay.
Jake Tier says, "Can you turn to the light side?"
It's not like accepting Jesus. You don't just like switch.
Yeah.
You got to put in some work.
Uh-huh.
And I could.
Now, have you kind of left that side of you behind?
What, the dark side?
All sides.
All sides. I'm not very practiced in it. I keep holocrons around for
Yeah.
fun, but
Paperweights, maybe.
paperweights.
Bookmarks.
Yeah, I talk to them. They talk.
Oh.
The ancient spirits
That's
of the
nice.
Sith dead. But they're just boring.
Not a lot of wisdom. I mean, when you know everything, why would you want to hear
They're like
their babble?
They're like, one day we'll make a hyperdrive that travels between planets. I'm like, we already did that.
Oh, silly old souls.
They're like,
So
if
old.
only we could make a saber made of light.
Yeah, idiots.
Yeah.
complete idiots.
I mean, everyone thinks they're ancient, so they must be smart. But there were dumb people back then too.
Well,
that concludes our time.
yeah, I think that's a great way. But Sheev, before you head off and before we end the episode this week,
Give a little.
give a little plug to the
All right.
book
My
and where
book-
people can buy it and all that.
My book is Do It. And it's how I went from a lonely, rich, royal Naboo on Naboo and went to the most powerful being in the galaxy. And, this is really going to save you some time. I know if you're at work and you feel a dead-end job, kill your boss and assume his role. That's just one of the steps in here, And I know this is for 7th to 10th grade or whatever the grade, but it'll apply for your whole life. So,
And now you were just saying that you did an audiobook for this too.
I did, yes.
Yeah. So where
A lot
can
of people did not listen to it. They said it was scary or something.
where can,
They said good for Halloween or something. I don't know.
where can
Earth people are weird.
that's guilty as charged.
I'm just happy that you're the one reading it because a lot of authors cop out and they have another person.
I was
read it.
gonna have Jeremy Irons, but
That would have been a close second.
it would have been good. But can't beat my own voice. You
Yeah, yeah,
right.
of course.
So where can people pick up this book?
know, Barnes and Noble
Yeah.
and any college bookstore. I was very specific
Oh,
about
of
getting
course.
college bookstores.
Right, for the 12th graders.
For the 12th graders. Maybe they're visiting college,
right.
scooping it out.
It's a undergrad book.
Undergrad.
Yeah, you want people entering college to be well versed
Yeah.
in this book.
Well versed.
It's like a prerequisite.
A
You gotta read
prerequisite. You know it already.
yeah, exactly. And 400 pages of it is blank, so I mean that would be tough to really decipher.
Yes.
Right.
It saves on printing costs.
Certainly,
Sure.
he's always saving money.
Buying pages in bulk.
Yeah.
That's actually, I believe I heard how you made the Death Star was because you just had to buy steel in bulk, and then you said, you know what?
Well, that's a common misconception.
Oh, really?
The outside was steel. The rest was wood.
The inside.
Why do you
of
think
the-
it exploded so easily?
Oh, well, thank you so much for joining us here on the show,
Yes, thank you.
Sheev. You're welcome back anytime you want to
Oh, well,
come.
thank you very much. You're very nice.
And you know what? This October, we'll be coming up and testing some of that corn.
Please do. Please do. Make sure you get tickets. It's a bit of a wait.
Oh, yeah, we'll have to
okay.
get in line now.
All right.
Well, from Tyler and I, and from the Chatter Squadron studio, we'd like to just say ta-ta to all of our listeners.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
We're doomed.
Hey guys, thanks again for listening. And if you're looking for ways to support us, the absolute best way is to tell a friend. Subscribe to us on iTunes, as well as any other place that great podcasts can be found. Find us on social media at Chatter Squadron, and we'll be looking forward to reaching you every Tuesday.